home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami, it's Cam Ward.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. Eagles will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
11 mighty.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had. thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
11, 11.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the
Here we go.
27-yard line.
Right 80.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
11, 11, 11.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
11, Thomas.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
11, Mighty.
On
11,
2nd
Mighty.
down, they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
11, 11, 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action.
Get set. Right 80.
Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Dot. Right 80. Right shot.
Burrow looking to pass. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
On 1, ready?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Burrow will throw. And he is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing is Ward. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12.
Ward now working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Etienne up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. On the tackle there was DJ Turner. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Gain of 21 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Ward. Touchdown! Gunnar Helm from 3 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw out wide is incomplete. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. Now Burrow loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second and 11 now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
29-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And got his man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
11 MT, take.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. All the option left, it's Burrow. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 58 yards for the score. The Steelers use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Jared Goff. Connecting with his target, it's touchdown pass number 20 on the year. The Bucs with an 11-point lead. It's now 21-10 at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the Tank Bigsby. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime now, and it's the Vikings lead it by a point at halftime. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing now, Ward. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A gain of 14. Result is a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
60 back.
Back to throw. Ward. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go.
Second and
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
42. Right in.
On the ground, Lipke. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
11 mighty. 11
They'll try to
mighty.
run this one in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
Here we go.
Brings up second
Turn,
and
ready.
goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a first down. A gain of 12. And a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
7-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Thank you.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Moore. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical third down. Operating from the gun, Ward. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
11.
They'll run here with Lipke.
And it's a room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 35. And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
11 MT tape.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
For the Bengals field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Ward. That's complete to DK.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Here's first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down 24-20. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. At the 30-yard line.
Here's Burrow.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
36-yard line.
Burrow.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
To throw, Burrow. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Hey, can.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here we go with Burrow.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because